What is up, guys? You've heard the old saying, right? Sell in May and walk away. Well, as we head into May here, Bitcoin is on a low, a little bit on a downtrend. And instead of following the old adage, I think we should sell in May and retool to slay for what is coming, right? Okay. So we're gonna sell or you could sell, not financial advice, and retool for what is coming. And we'll get into that more today. But before we start, as always, cue my guy, Indigo Saint, the third eye. Definitely check out his channel, the third eye. All right. But yeah, cue Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black View Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer? Best believe I was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on a black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested.
What's up, guys? What's up, Crypto Warriors? What is up, Black Roo Crew? Let me go ahead and share the screen and get into it here. All right. So, selling in May and walking away. Let's kind of get into that a little bit here. Bitcoin is kind of in a low right now, and here let me do a couple things here before we get here. Da, 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 da. Bitcoin's kind of in the low right now, which is a good thing for us, right? Again, I want us to change our whole mindset and, oh man, things are low, things are down. Woe is me. Oh man. Like, let's change our whole mindset into like, okay, oh wow, things are down. Things that I thought I could get into before are now lower. All right. Now I can retool. Now I can get into the things that I feel really confident in. Now it's a great time. It's a great time. Always keep your mind, and your brain on the move to bettering your portfolio constantly. Okay, um, that way, market sentiment ups and downs do not affect you. Okay, you're just a slayer. You're going out there to slay and kill the market for the people the people that you love, right? So let's slay, right? Let's slay. Let's go ahead and bring up the Bitcoin chart right quick here. Well, even before that, so kind of I have a three-step process that I'm thinking about following here with the market and this upcoming May, and let's lay out the three-step process, and then let's kind of look at it more, okay? After we lay out the three-step process, so for me, what's going to be important here coming up to for May is identifying winners, identifying price points, and executing, right? Because you can do all the analysis, all the identifying, but if you don't execute, doesn't mean a whole lot of nothing, right? um, doesn't mean anything if you don't execute. So, what do we have happening, right? What do we have coming up, right? I told you guys, and I've said this so many times, right, about the BIS allowing central banks to invest 2% of their funds in crypto coming up in 2024 for the or 25 coming up in 2025. Let me say that again so it's not confusing. The BIS is allowing central banks to invest 2% of their portfolio coming up in 2025, January 1st, 2025, for the first, excuse me, for the first time ever. Okay, sorry about that. So for the first time ever, central banks will be able to invest 2% of their portfolios in crypto. So to me, that's going to lead to a bullish fourth quarter. Okay, check out some other guys who've talked about possibly having a bullish fourth quarter. Check out Waters Above. Shout out to him. He was on Crypto Blood's channel. Shout out to Crypto Blood, and shout out to Crypto Blood for Coochie Coin. Like he is executing that Coochie meme with like absolute precision, bro. So you might want to look at Coochie, okay? You might want to look at that. Some of the things like he really nailed with Coochie. He nailed with Coochie. Is the logo, and the logo kind of looks like, you know, um, and also, and I don't know what's happening with my colors here. I guess I'm moving my head too much. Also, one of the things he nailed with it is that iconic Gucci. Um, Gucci logo. He just changed the C to the G to a C. Oh man, Crypto Blood really nailed it with Gucci. He nailed it, bro. Like Gucci is a coin that a meme coin I can get behind for sure. I can definitely get behind Gucci if you know what I'm talking about. So all right. But for real though, he nailed it with that one. That was just an aside there though. Yeah, so let me bring this up right quick here. For some reason, I don't have the Bitcoin chart, and I'm going to share it, of course. Just give me a second here. Oh, I'm so proud of myself that I got through saying the things that I wanted to say about that meme coin with a generally straight face. You have no idea. Like that goes back to my freaking acting days at Michigan State University. Shout out to Michigan State, bro. Shout out to Michigan State. So let's go over here and share. And here we are. Okay. So let's see who we got in the house first, actually, too. What is up, E? Shout out to our moderator, E. He's a moderator in our Telegram. Shout out to the Telegram. Oh, man, we're like so many members strong in the Telegram. People in here slaying the market, okay? General chat, stock chat, um, meme coin chat, artificial intelligence chat, so many different chats. We also want to meme life or talk about life. So we got positive man channels, conspiracy, anime, health and wellness, you name it. Wonderful community here in the Telegram. At one point, maybe we do move this community to being more exclusive, more private, and like that. Okay. 233 34 members strong here. That adds to 9. Gotta love that. 234 members strong here and counting. Definitely appreciate everybody in the Telegram. And if you want to take a step up from there, you can go to the Patreon, less than a cup of coffee for a weekly watch list. Okay. Let's see here. I'm not talking. I don't know what you're talking about for a review. I wish I charged that for reviews. I don't. I don't. I don't. Whoa, DP Crib, you're spreading the wrong type of rumors about me out here with that. But yeah, welcome, Prospector. Welcome, Esco 215. Welcome, Natwali, the Muskegon aristocrat. Let's go from the Maximus Crypto community. Shout out to you guys in the Maximus Crypto community. What's up, Kid Graybo? A frequent supporter and a member of the Telegram. What's up, Stan? What's up, Talia Grape? What's up, Mike Main? What's up, DP Carib? Yeah, let's go, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at this Bitcoin chart here. Now, not to hit you with too many things from the chart, one of the things that I noticed just today, which kind of stuck out to me, is like it almost seemed like from the chart that we were in the middle of a bull run. That's like insanity to really think about. Okay, so here we just passed the halving point, right? But eerily, this looks a lot similar to right here in 2021, right? So you got the kind of what some people call the Bart Simpson head, like the triple top type of deal, type of action going on here. Triple top and the head down, the triple top and a kind of the head down. And oddly enough, this happened around the May area. So it looks kind of like we're in a similar situation. Okay. Um, am I saying that we're going down to like 31 or 50 something? No, I'm not saying that. That's something for us to consider, right? Another thing that I noticed, just kind of looking at the weekly chart, you can kind of see kind of a similar pattern a little bit in that you got some it, like one of the things that shout out to Simon Family Investments. Definitely check out their show. Definitely check out all the shows here on Gentlemen of Crypto, Bitcoin Zay and King Bless in the mornings, Stacks, um, Trek with 2Ks with the weekend crypto show, Crypto and Down, Simon Family Investments again. So many good shows on the Gentlemen of Crypto Network, and of course this show as well. Um, Definitely check out everybody. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Um, yeah, definitely check out the shows on the network here. Okay. But one of the things I noticed here, of course, you got this kind of what would you call it? Like an N shape kind of thing going on here, right? Um, Quite similar to what we kind of have going on here, which again leads to a bullish fourth quarter, if you will. Um, like this, you see this kind of, I don't know what you call it, like a L shape or inverted L or flipped L shape. I think we have that whole flipped L shape coming into this fourth quarter as well. And you can see that here kind of clearly on the week chart. This kind of Ewing or Wing, if you will, into some bullishness. Okay, but right now, um, going back to the day chart, you can see kind of in May here we might have some bit of a pullback, right? And I think this will be the perfect time to identify our winners, identify our price points, and execute. Okay. Now, let me know in the chat some things that you guys feel are winners, some price points you have on some of your cryptos. Let me know also in the comments if you're watching a replay or if you're over there on X. Let me know what you think. Now, one of the things that we've mentioned in the past, and I don't know why I just got paranoid to see if we're sharing right now. We are. Okay. All right. Oh, come on. Don't tell me we're freezing up. I got paranoid and I froze this up. Okay, there we go. All right. Close that one. Don't need that. Um, Back here. So Swift, right? One of the points. This is one we've definitely identified as a winner. Shout out to Shook Focus. Definitely check out his last Swift video. He went over some great things there. I'm probably going to go on Maximus Crypto next week if I can and highlight some stuff with that. Give my boy Shook some exposure. Definitely appreciate Shook Focus and Underdog Research Channel. We did such great work with Swift. Hopefully, we do great work with another coin here coming up in the future. Such great work over there with the Underdog Crypto community, Underdog Research community, and Underdog is out there building his community and shaping it and molding it. Definitely check out Underdog stuff. He's ramping up into the some of the ramifications of what's happening with TikTok and how that can be taken advantage of. Go over there to Underdog's channel and take a look at that. Okay. We like to represent our own over here. Should Focus, Underdog, Third Eye, Maximus Crypto, and I will continue to spread the good word about those guys. So definitely check out those channels. All right. So back to what we were saying here with Swift. Okay, so definitely one we've identified as winner. They definitely go take a look at my videos if you this is your first time here about me talk about Swift. Look at the things that we covered about Tim Draper and his empire. Look at the things we covered about John Chen and all those. It's definitely worth a watch. Okay, even if you say to yourself, I just want the information and just tell me what to invest in, I still think it's worth a watch for you because you get with Tim Draper and all of these guys, you get the magnification of crypto, the big scope, the big picture of crypto, and you understand um, it's not just this emerging asset, this fledgling thing that just might make it after all. No, it's something that billionaires have their money behind, and it's what's next. It is next. Okay. Um, so definitely go check out those videos. It will very much become clear to you that crypto is what's next, and we're on the ground floor. All right. So definitely go check those out. But sorry, a lot of things to kind of touch upon. But here we are with Swift, right? Um, Definitely one that we've identified as a winner. And one of the things that we were talking about, right, is we were comparing Swift to Harmony One and what Harmony One did in last bull run, right? So one of the things, because we love to talk precedent on the show, right? Precedent is something that gives us an idea of what things are going to do in the future based off you know like circumstances, right? That's how I would define precedent. So precedent is used in legal cases and things like that. They will reference cases that have happened before to determine legal precedent or legal action in the future. And here we're using um, crypto charts of what's happened before and previous bull runs to kind of estimate and gauge where we see our coins going. So one of those coins would be Swift. So you can see Harmony One here. Not sure what's going on there. So Harmony One here, kind of once it hit the 1 cent mark, this is last bull run, it went to shatter the 1 cent mark, went all the way up to around 35 cents. And that was its top out high around the same time Bitcoin hit its top out high in January 2022, kind of around that the same kind of area. So it's a reason why we kind of chose Harmony One because it's around the same token supply as Swift and things like that. But maybe we see Swift hit top out this bull run at around 30 something cents, 36 cents, right? So that would say how much Swift do you need to be a millionaire if that's what your target is, if that's what your price target is, your price point, you got price points in two ways, right? Where you think Swift can go and how much money you want to get out of Swift. So if you want to get $1 million out of Swift, then maybe you want to have 3 million Swift because at 3 million Swift, it gets to like 33 cents. There you go. Voila, you're a millionaire. Now, we're not taking uh, uh, capital gains tax and all of that into account. You go ahead and do that. you do what you need to do on a tax end. We don't cover that on the show. Go ahead and find some resources for that. But yeah, millionaire right there. So even say that you went to 4 million Swift, and at that point you get to just 25 cents, then bingo bango, millionaire you, right? So that's something that you want to keep in mind as you identify winners, identify price points, and you retool. Okay. So maybe 3 to 4 million Swift is where you want to be. Okay. Not financial advice, just what I'm doing with my portfolio when I'm retooling the sleigh. Okay. So that's Swift, right? What are some other things that we've identified as winners here? Let's do one other one. Um, One of the other ones I'm pretty high on is Stronghold. Oh yeah, they did list it on MXC, didn't they? That's cool, but let's get a chart that has some more history on it. So bogus with Stronghold because they removed it from some places that had it, and like you can't see a proper chart history for it now, really, because they did some shuffling around with it. So right now it had reached all the way up to like 1.5 cents, has pulled back, had pulled back as low as 6.0, like a sixth of a cent, right? I definitely believe this is going to be a big winner. Go and look at some of the information that we've given you on Stronghold. Um, we might have to do some more kind of covering of Stronghold on here. But there's some people that do it, but we need to present our guys with our information, right? But yeah, strongholds definitely one of those ones we've also kind of identified, right? And the same thing applies here. What if stronghold gets to 30 cents? Then that's, maybe you want to hold 3 to 4 million stronghold as well. Okay. So same thing applies there with stronghold. Um, let's cover, well, let's go out and look at some of the comments first before we attend to, before we talk about any more coins. Let's see. Shout out to E there. Is it still 1800 for a review? You spreading the wrong information for about me, bro. I've never charged anyone to review a coin on here. Um, I have not done that. Is it still 1800 for a review? Asking for Carib Dow. Okay, I'll have to look at Carib Dow. Apparently, people do that. I don't know. I don't know. Apparently, people do review stuff. Charge people to review stuff. I have no idea. I know I don't do it. Um, but yeah, we'll take a look at that. Let's continue looking to the comments here. Um, what's up, Mike Main? Talia Grape. OG, can you clarify the Hedera hash graph and Blackhawk link? Okay, I meant to go over this. Okay, so let's keep that in the back pocket and let's look at Carib DAO right quick. Yeah, so because I hate that everyone said it was fake news because it wasn't. It wasn't fake news. It was not fake news at all. Okay, um, but we'll get more into that in just a second. Carib Dow. If you're still around, person who asked for Carib Dow, can you give me a ticker on that? Because apparently, just putting it in here, I can't find it. But let me go to CoinGecko. I may just not be able to find it on CryptoRank.com or CryptoRank.io. So, and back to our retooling. So maybe when you go through and you identify all your different winners and you realize, okay, maybe you realize like, okay, if I get like 3 million of all these different winners, I got to cut some coins loose. Maybe that's what you have to do. Maybe you have to cut some coins loose out here, right? Um, and then now you have to identify, okay, which winners do you want to keep and which winners do you want to cut loose? That might be what you have to do, you know. Um, that just might be. Um, I would suggest maybe that if you do that, to try to have some multidisciplinary winners. You don't really want to kind of have winners from, like, say for instance, like I'm really high on the stellar ecosystem for this um bull run. We've been over some reasons why. Soroban is coming out, right? Stellar, if you listen to the Maximus Crypto channel, has, I think, the most real world assets on its blockchain right now, even more than Ethereum. So there's a lot of reasons to believe that Stellar ecosystem will win, but maybe I don't want all of my portfolio just full of stellar stellar winners, right? I might want to have a few I might want to have, a few Ethereum, a few Solana, it's all about you and your price point, right? Um, so yeah, let's keep going here. So now the Hedera news. So it was not fake news, okay? What happened there with Hedera is the way that Hedera posted the news, the way that Hedera presented the news, it was as if BlackRock had a hand in what they did, but BlackRock did not. So that's what got misinterpreted. The news itself, though, is valid news. Um, Arcanics, okay, Arcanics decided to tokenize BlackRock funds on Hedera. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, so all the players are still involved. It's just BlackRock didn't directly have anything to do with it. That's the thing that people should know. So here, so what Hedera just did on the 25th was redo their announcement, so it didn't have anything that was misleading. So what they say is the Arcanics team, in partnership with Onera, has tokenized its shares of BlackRock ICS US Treasury MF and has selected Hedera. Okay, so they redid it. My apologies here. My apologies. Sorry about that. So they redid it there to make it kind of remove BlackRock. But I'm sure BlackRock was aware of what was happening because they didn't tokenize a small bit of assets. You know what I mean? So I am sure BlackRock was aware of what was happening, right? But since this was a decision that was just done by the Arcanex team, they decided to choose um, Hedera, and they were in partnership with Onera. Okay, BlackRock really didn't have anything to do with it. Okay, so I hope that's a good clarification. But I'm sure the amount of BlackRock funds that they had to buy or that they bought, they didn't just go and just buy these on like this had to be done through channels, right? So I'm sure BlackRock was aware that the Arcanex team bought a large sum of their funds. and decided to tokenize them on Hedera. Okay. Okay. So there. So they redid the thing and they put it out um, where BlackRock wasn't named, pretty much. Okay. And one of the things I want to point out, this kind of brings us back to Swift, and this kind of brings us back to Draper. Okay. Because Onera is one of the Draper Goran home funds. So let's zoom out here. Which just shows you how big of a reach this guy has, right? So let's go to Draper Goran home. And I was just so far I haven't been. And if anybody has any research on this, and this is one of the things that I want to kind of get better in our community, that Underdog is so really good at doing in his community. I would really like us to start to get kind of research committees going, because that's a really good idea. That's a really great and Underdogs has always been like flawless in executing that. Shout out to my guy Underdog. Like I respect so much when people are better at something than I am. Like, and it really humbles me and makes me very excited to learn from someone who has a better skill set in something than I do. So shout out to my guy Underdog. I love how he is able to do that and organize teams like that. Like, I love it. I love it. Um, so here we are, Draper going home. So maybe we need to get some committees set up in our community here, to just like some to study certain things. And here we are with Onera, right? So again, Draper going home, another sub VC investment side of Draper's whole empire, and Onera is one of these companies. Okay, so very very interesting. But I was unable to kind of figure out how Onera's piece of this worked. So if anyone has any information on how Onera's piece of this whole interaction works, I would very much appreciate it if you forward that information to me on on X or on the Telegram or whatever, right? But you can see here Onera. They're all about institutional investing. Onera brought the financial industry together to design and deploy Fin P2P, open source routing and settlement protocol to interconnect private markets. Okay, so it's all kind of institutional investing here. Let me go ahead and quit our Telegram. So again, Draper is kind of in the background of what's happening here. So interoperability, distribution, and liquidity for the global tokenization market. So here we are with real world assets again, again, again. And that's something that we've done a couple shows on this year, and something that seems to be a big sector for this year. Real world assets. Okay, tokenization is happening. It's happening. Okay, it's not something that's for the future. It's happening right now in front of our eyes, right? And we can see things like Onera, things like Ondo leading the way in that right now in front of us. So um, so here we go. This whole thing, and see, you can see it matches the logo here. Um, Arcanex, um, Onera, and Hedera. Okay, all partnered together for this thing. Still big news, even though BlackRock kind of wants to make themselves like they're not kind of involved, but they kind of are, regardless. I think everybody's point was that I think BlackRock's point was like, okay, anyone could have decided to put our funds in a fund. Okay, so you decided to do this, not us. So don't, you know, make sure you clarify that. So it was clarified. Okay. Okay, I think I zoomed in on that one post. So very, very, very cool. Increases tokenized money market fund offerings. And I hate it, like, and then the story ended up being like, oh, that this is fake news. And it's not, it really wasn't fake news. I really hate the story ended up being that. But then again, I think this is purposeful in that people, it's still going to keep the majority of people that may be on the fence about crypto. They're just going to be like, okay, all right, then BlackRock wasn't involved. Okay, next. They're not going to look more into the story. They're not going to realize the importance still of tokenization and how it's happening on Hedera, and how, hey, they decided to choose BlackRock funds. So BlackRock is connected, like it or not. So I'm sure BlackRock was aware that this was happening. So they just Hedera just posted it in a way that BlackRock wasn't comfortable with. I that would be my take on that. Okay. So I'm really glad you brought that up, Stan, because I wanted to go live that day with that, because I was hearing so many people say it was like it was fake news or misinterpreted and all of this other stuff, and I'm like, wait, like, no, yes, but no, like, yeah, but not really. Okay. Um, salute, Natwali, Miss Keegan Riskat, peace, Greg Kid Grabo, he nailed. This is OnlyFans. Where am I? What's up, Esco 215? Let me see if I can get some stuff on that. Let me see. Do I have Crypto Bloods X on here? Like, he really nailed this. I have to give it to him on this one. Like, as far as like meme coins go, Crypto Blood nailed Coochie. He nailed it like 100%. If you want to throw a couple dollars into a meme coin, this might not be a bad one to throw some money at. Buy a little Gucci, if you know, like the coin. so so apparently Hotep Jesus, and you guys know who Hotep Jesus is. I guess if you know the whole Alex Jones type of deal, and like Hotep Jesus is his own guy outside of Alex Jones. But here we have him pushing Gucci, if you will. So so you can see here, this is Crypto Bloods meme coin on Solana. Okay. So you can see it having a whole like iconic Gucci brand. You can see the logo here. Um, okay, apparently they put the contract out there for people who want it. Then they say Coochie, the luxury meme coin. Luxury, right? Luxury Coochie, apparently. But you can see here Crypto Blood saying my brother Hotep even getting Coochie. So and then a well placed Jim Cramer saying he doesn't like it. So using the whole inverse Kramer rule, it must be good because Kramer says he doesn't like it, right? But yeah, shout out to Crypto Blood. Excellently played. Like with this, like I like the whole myth, kind of going off of the whole Italian Gucci and using something that is definitely everybody loves Gucci, right? Everybody loves that, right? So that's something that everyone can get behind. Like I was saying, again, so many puns, so many innuendos, so many double entendres with Coochie, right? Um, excellent, 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 excellent rollout, excellent idea. My hat's off to you, sir. Um, Especially another Detroit guy. Got to give him his props on that. Shout out to Crypto Blood for Coochie Coin. So that might be something you guys want to look into. It's already up to like I checked out Crypto Blood show yesterday, something like a 500K market cap. So and you can see, Hotep Jesus pushing it. So hell, who knows what's even I could just all of that stuff alone going for it. I could see this being something in the future. So if you want a little long shot, want a little lotto play, Coochie might be the one for you. but to get back into the sell in May and retool, identifying winners, identifying price points, and executing. This doesn't necessarily include Coochie, but talk about fun and meme coins supposed to be quote unquote fun. This might be one you just might want a lotto play throw a little bit into, right? And Crypto Blood's a guy that comes on the Gentleman of Crypto. We know who he is. Like so maybe that is something you might want to throw a couple dollars at. Okay, so that might not be the last time I mention Coochie on this on this platform, but hey, there we go. Let's keep going here. What's up, Prospector? Draco Lawrence, what's good? Rue in the chat. This is my first full cycle. Nice. I came in at the top of 21. Is there any advice going forward in this bull market? Just everything I just said, Draco Lawrence. At some point, the rhythm will stop and we will hit bear market times, and it will be time to take profits and wait until things go down low enough till it's the next cycle. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, over here, we have been preparing for this bull run, hell, since 2022, right? Since everything has been going down, since FTX, right? So at some point, we will hit the point where you're going to want to really need to sell and kind of quote unquote walk away until it's time to ramp up for the next bull run. But for right now, to me, not financial advice, just what I'm doing with my portfolio. Sell in May and walk away is something that people say in a lot of markets, like stock market, crypto market, and I feel like this is the perfect time to retool your portfolio. This is the perfect time to get into the perfect positions to where you see the price point of your things hit. And two of the ones we went off on today were Swift and SHX. Okay, really good history for a lot of these. I mean, we could talk to, and I know Draco Lawrence, you're part of the. I think you're part. I've seen you over there in these the Maximus crypto streets. Jasmine would probably be another one of those too that people might want to look at. But identify your winners, yeah, and I would say retool in them and say where you want to hit. That this is not financial advice, but this is what I'm doing with my portfolio. You know, what's up, Edward Vincent? Okay, Edward Vincent is dropping some knowledge here too, as well. Just know the prices can always go lower and never invest more you're comfortable having thrown into. Okay, right, 100%. This part two. This part two. 100%. Thank you, Edward, for dropping that knowledge. I appreciate the community. Such. I love that everybody shares around here. God bless every one of y'all, for real. Um, I swapped half my bag of Sol into Jupiter. I'm thinking about swapping 2.5 thirds. That's up to you, Ebro. That's up to you, Ebro. I feel like we definitely need to have patience with our bags, and I definitely think that Jupiter, like I've seen and you say, and I share the sentiment. I think that Jupiter could definitely be the Uniswap of Solana. And if this is what you've identified as a winner, and you think that Jupiter is better than you holding onto your soul. Go have at you, bro. That's where you're at. That's where you're at, and nothing wrong with that. I can definitely see the logic in there. And I wish you well with that trade. Like I definitely see the logic there. That definitely seems sound. It does seem like just in a vacuum, Jupiter's ROI for this bull run does seem like it could possibly be higher than Solana at this point. This again is not financial advice, just what I'm doing with my portfolio. So yeah, I could see that. I could see that for sure. Um, here we go. Take profits and never buy on a green candle. Another great set of advice there for Edward Vincent. Like whenever you see those red days, for sure. Like, cause I remember here, guys. I remember coming on this channel when Sam Bankman-Fried and the whole thing happened with FTX, right? And Bitcoin was at like 16K. And I had people saying, bro, it's going to go lower. Wait, it's going to go lower. Wait. I'm like, it's low now. Why would you not buy now? It's low now. What are you going to, what else are you waiting for? So honestly, to kind of like second what Edward Vincent is saying here, never buy on a green candle, but always take advantage of red candles, okay? Because maybe on that day, you know what I mean, Sam Bankman-Fried, everything dropped to 16K. You have money now, today. It's down now. Invest now, right? That's how I feel about it. Because there'll be red candles in the future, and maybe things won't be as low as 16 in the future, but that the low of that day, that red candle, invest then, right? Um, I just I don't think I can ever kind of get with the people that are like, okay, we hit this huge pullback and then it's going to go lower. No, just take advantage of what's in front of you. It's like um, this long time people who are Christian here might have heard this one before. It's something like um, where like someone is stranded, right? And then um, like they're stranded at sea or in the ocean or whatever, and like God sends this person for him, God sends that person for him, God sends this person for him. They're like, oh, I'm waiting on the Lord, I'm waiting on the Lord, I'm waiting on the Lord, and then they just end up dying, and then they're like, Lord, why didn't you save me? Well, I sent this person, I sent that person, I sent this person, and you didn't take any of those three options. Like, what else did you want me to do? So all that time they're just waiting, waiting, waiting instead of taking action now, right? So, yeah, I wish I could have said that better with all the context and all the colors of the story, but I think you're getting my drift. Like, red candle, buy red candle. um, don't like try to wait for the perfect this moment because you may not get that. Buy or sell AGX Ocean Fetch AI partnership. Well, I sold it. I sold it. This is up to you where you want to go with that. To me, I would probably want to wait until um, they get it figured out. They get it all converted over. Otherwise, you could be buying into something that once it's fully in place, it just ends up going even lower. So I'm thinking of swapping 2/3 of my Filecoin bag into 2/3 of other assets, say being one of them. So you can see here, he's already into thinking about, okay, what are winners for me? Um, Maybe Filecoin's not a winner. Like, see, these things are the hardest things to do, right? Where it's like we know Filecoin's a winner, we know Say's a winner, but if you're looking to have a set amount of assets, I don't know, who knows, like what your set. I just hit the mic. My apologies. Set amount of assets are like 10, 15, 20. I don't know, different for you. I know we were talking with David on here, David Brumbelow. Shout out to David. And he was saying that his limit of coins is 64. That's all he can keep track of. So, at that point, if you realize the 64 is your limit, at some point, maybe one of those 64 gets thrown out for another one. And some other one comes into the 64 and another one gets shipped out. So, again, definitely think Filecoin's a winner, but you have to make the choice to yourself. Okay, which one do you think is going to be a bigger winner long time? And it seems like for um, Say is going to be the bigger winner over Filecoin. You guys have to make that choice for yourselves. There are tools we have as far as like the Patreon, where we give you a watch list, and you can determine for yourself, out of very, very good coins that we give you on a watch list, what you think are the winners for you. Okay. Um, I've told you guys, some people have asked me before, like, kind of what are some of my biggest bags. And I definitely told you that Swift is definitely one of my biggest bags. In fact, I think it's my biggest bag right now. So that is definitely one that I've identified as a winner. But for you, what have you identified as a winner? What are your 10 coins? Maybe share those below. Share those to the community. What do you think are your 10 winner coins, right? Um, did I just hear the Mary Tyler Moore theme? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. We're gonna make it after all over here. I don't know what context I used that in, but it was apt for the moment I used it. Um, and Edward Vincent, appreciate the game. Real recognize real around here, and the community helps itself. Love it. What is up, G? Welcome. What's up? If you know, you know. I bought 50 and sold to get some coochie and some Kanye West. Now, why not support? And it's for fun. Shout out to Black Roo and the knowledge you shared. No problem. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Blood for the flawless execution of Kanye and Coochie. Shout out to him for that, bro. Like, boom, it was right there. It was right there. And even though it's like the coochie coin right there, right? Right there. But he rolled it out in a flawless victory fashion. I gotta hand it to him for that. Like kudos, brother. He woo like that Gucci, the riff off the Gucci logo, 100% fabulous. And to use something like that, which is so magnifying as Coochie. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shout out to Maximus Crypto Coochie Boy. I haven't seen him around here in a while. Shout out to Coochie Boy. I wonder where you at. Where you at, Coochie Boy? Leave a comment in the chat, Coochie Boy, if you're around here in these streets. Crypto Blood needs to get like a rapper, name him Coochie Man, and have Coochie Man a rap a joint for Coochie Coin. What are your top real world asset coins? Of course, G with a bullet, LCX, right? Um, LCX has been touting tokenization. Of course, they're part of that whole crew, the whole um, World Economic Forum crew, right? Which BlackRock, J.P. Morgan, all of those sorts. So I'll give you three. So um, LCX, without a doubt. Sologenic is also one. They have a deal with Fireblocks. And then I would probably say Ondo would be my third. So Sologenic, LCX, and Ondo for me. And I should probably do a Patreon where I give my top like 12. I should probably do that for the patrons. I tried to buy Swift on Coinbase and they were tripping. So I closed the account again, shaking my head. Oh man, that's tough. I've been cutting most of my BTC. The chance of making 1 million from this price is a no go. Okay, got you. However, I will still keep a small bag of BTC. I'm not buying, but I'm not buying anymore. Yeah, for sure. I think there's a certain amount of BTC you just want to hold on to kind of forever, right? I know some people said like 0.1%, like 10% Bitcoin or whatever, because you can see organizations are swooping in, swooping it up. Yeah, I think there's just a certain amount of Bitcoin you should just hold. Like honestly, I think everyone should get one if they could or if they can. Um, but point one sounds like a good idea for me at least, right? Could there be a day that we see like $1 million Bitcoin? I definitely think there's a day we see $1 million Bitcoin. Um, and that point one, you got 100, got 100,000. But then if we see what $10 million Bitcoin, point one, you got a million, right? But again, what is $1 million worth at that point in time? That's another question you have to ask yourself. Because definitely $1 million right now is not the same as $1 million even 10 years ago, right? Um, and that's why a lot of people are leaving America to make better use of their dollars elsewhere, right? Shout out to Simon Family Investments, right? You see them, they're in Mexico. That dollar, as far as converting it to pesos, goes a long, long way. Shout out to Aaron and Simon for having the vision to do that before a lot of people have done that, right? So shout out to those guys. Very much respect them and their show. So yeah, definitely check their show out, guys, if you haven't already. Last bull run, I lost a lot trying to get to one Bitcoin. Okay, yep. Man, yeah, I know. I understand that. Yeah, I definitely understand that. And that's why a lot of people are like, okay, I'm not investing in Bitcoin at all. And I get that. I get that. But I definitely think you should have a little bit of Bitcoin because there's a reason why BlackRock, there's a reason why all these different organizations are hoarding Bitcoin. I definitely do see Bitcoin as a world reserve currency, like a glorified digital gold at some point in time, right? But again, we have a very good opportunity with all these different things like Swiftcoin and all these things that you see different billionaires investing in, creating avenues and rails and modes of travel, modes of um, moving their money around. They definitely have a reason and an incentive to make these assets something lucrative. So yeah, so I think yeah, I think there will definitely be some altcoins that are gonna definitely get you there before Bitcoin. I mean, even though it's a meme, this is just a small example, and I'm not saying go invest all your money in meme coins. Don't do that. But Coochie Coin, it went from whatever it was at to 500K in market cap, and that's just a greatly executed idea, right? Um, Now, if you take it over back over away from meme coins and go to something that's utility, look at what Swiftcoin has done just this year, right? Let's bring that chart back up. So just this year, Swiftcoin has gone, and it's sad you can't get good things on this because this I think SHX was in the 4 zeros at some point in like the 2023 2022, but and Swiftcoin was in the threes of zeros. So I mean, just look at that. um, Another one, of course, is Velo. And shout out to the patrons because I've been on for like the last couple like 3 weeks the retooling of your portfolio type of time. We've been on this time, okay? And I gave them this when Velo retraced. Oh, okay, that's the wrong Velo. My bad. Um, I gave them this when Velo retraced back under a cent before, right? So when Velo had retraced April 24th, I said this was something to look at. And here we are, we already have a 2x in that it's at 2 cents now. Um, and again, if you would have invested in this, back here, that's like a god. I think this is around kind of like FTX type of time. I think. No. FTX is back here. Oh wow! If back here even would have been even better. But again, yeah, if you would have invested this before the beginning of the year, um, you would be very very happy right now, and that you got like what is this? 2000x? No, that's not 2000. Is it? It's like two. I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of the percentage right now, but it dropped a whole zero, 1000x, right? If it drops a whole zero, it's like 1000x, right? But yeah, yeah. So Velo, right? And this one has gone to the dollar mark. So maybe it can get back to a dollar again, right? And so a million Velo, maybe that gets you to $1 million. That might be something to think about, right? But of course, too, if you want your price point so you're not waiting all the way to a dollar, maybe you want 2 million so that you're out at say 50 cents, right? So you don't have to wait that long to a dollar. That's something to think about. Of course, 2 million Velo right now would cost you 40K, but that might be something that you want to look at. And I'll tell you what, I'm sitting on some Velo. I tell you that I'm sitting on some Velo. Um, Shout out to Velo. Let's keep going here. Oh, saw my boy Underdog Research Channel in the house. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Good morning, Edward Vince. Well, I think that Indigo Saint needs to start working on a few new ringtones for that cell phone RP. You know what? I always just have the general ringtone, bro. I never change it to anything. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's just like I'm at work at times, right? And it's like, okay, what I don't know, bro. I just leave it. Thanks. The BlackRock tokenization on Hedera is huge, even if it wasn't direct. I hope people FUD HBAR so I can grab some more because this could yield huge gains if the tokenization was successful. 100%. So BlackRock has been tokenized on Hedera. So I know G asked for big tokenization coins. Hedera would be another one, right? And BlackRock's stable coin, which is Bill L. So BlackRock has essentially its own stable coin now, is tokenized on Ondo. Okay, to the tune of Ondo has 38% of BlackRock's funds on its platform. So Ondo Finance now has it, and Hedera now has BlackRock funds on tokenized on their platform. And remember, Franklin Templeton is tokenized on Stellar. Okay. So a lot of things are actually tokenized now on these blockchains. And people have no idea. They have no idea that cryptocurrencies, blockchain is actually tokenizing real world assets as we speak. The general public still thinks that crypto is this funny money where BlackRock funds are actually being tokenized on these projects. Like you can't even make this stuff up, guys. You can't make it up. It's crazy, bro. Why haven't more projects developed crypto hardware like Solana did with their phone? I always felt like hardware translates well for the masses because all these companies that control the hardware, right, Stan, there's a barrier of entry there, if you get what I'm saying. Like, you have to be in with certain circles to actually get a phone. If you're not in with those circles, it's not happening for you, if that makes sense. Because they control the communication, they control the media. You're not getting that unless you're in with these organizations, if I'm making sense there. Um, I mean, Kanye said it, and he just got ridiculed and whatever. But if you're in with certain organizations, you can get stuff like that done, and that's just what it is. It's just what it is. So again, when you look at the different companies that have done this, Solana, Ethereum, and Polygon, they are in with certain organizations, right? Um, Pretty funny that all of those are, I think, Draper assets. I don't know if there's a direct connection with Draper and Solana, but we've seen on Draper Associates sites that he's directly connected to Polygon and Ethereum. So there we go, right? Talking of hardware, Sui is working on a handheld gaming console. Any thoughts on this project? Oh wow, I've looked at Sui before, but I had no idea that they were working on a gaming console. I have to take a look at that. Like gaming is huge, and I do think that gaming, in a sense, will replace some of the jobs that AI is going to take. It's kind of sad to think about that, but it's true. Um, I was, if anybody knows about the Lolly app, you can use the Lolly app to get kind of free Bitcoin. It's kind of like the gas app principle. Um, you route your spending transactions through Lolly on the companies that they support, and they give you a certain percentage back on your spending. So, they used to have it where you could do Walmart. They definitely don't have that anymore. I think you can still do Walmart, but it's not like point of sale. You gotta do it online. Um, Sephora, some other things, but you gotta do Sephora online. There's very few ones that you can do like kind of point of sale like now, like Safeway, you can do point of sale. So I assume that means you can do Kroger. But anyways, um, so yeah, I gotta take a look at Sui and gaming. Gaming, okay, now I know where I was headed with that. So with Lolly on Lolly, you can play these little arcade games in order to get some Bitcoin back. So essentially, you're spending your time to play the game and you're getting paid a portion in Bitcoin. And I think that's where we're going to start moving with things where time, and this is going to be important for the live stream I'm having with my MYCNetwork tonight. Definitely check out that live stream tonight, guys. MYCNetwork, we're talking about a one coin, eight patents, one Fortune 500 company. Okay. Definitely check that out. We're going to get into how kind of time for money, if you will, is going to be important coming up. And I think that's where gaming is going to play in. Um, that like literally AI is going to take a lot of different jobs, and they're going to have people kind of almost gaming to earn a living, which is crazy to think about. Crazy to think about. This is genius marketing. If I was into memes, I'd be swimming in coochie. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like he is like it's brilliant. It's brilliant what he's doing with Coochie. Like I my hats off to that guy on that one. Like I nailed it, bro. Just nailed it. Any utility with Coochie? Well, I mean, is there not any utility for Coochie? I'm sure like there's tons of utility for Gucci. But let's see here. I really don't know. I know that Crypto Blood said that they have like a Gucci store because he's kind of he's kind of going in that whole angle of the Gucci like Gucci brand, kind of like this luxury Italian brand, right? Gucci. Um, so I think he's kind of trying to ride that wave, which is great. But so go ahead, go to Crypto Blood's channel, check it out. I think he's trying to have like a coochie store, if you will. No Diddy, no. I think he's trying to have like kind of a coochie store going on there. So again, it's a meme coin, really no real utility to speak of. But honestly, this actually does kind of seem a little fun to me. Um, as long as it's not a scam or a rug pull, no, nobody likes Dirty C. Nobody likes that at all. No, nobody likes that at all. No. Nope. As long no, can't have that. Can't have that. Um, Perfect time to DCA every week or month. Um, if Hong Kong rejects the ETF, we might have another chance to pick up on the pullback. As far as I heard, the Hong Kong thing passed, so that's official now. Underdog Research Channel. I got to show this one. Turned on Black Root's live stream while sitting in the immediate area. Oh, turned on Black Root's live stream while sitting in the immediate outside of a woman's dressing room, and then the word coochie is said multiple times. I immediately walked away from this area. Good work. that was yeah, yeah. That was the right decision. That was the right decision. Underdog for sure. My bad. I wasn't trying to get you me too out here, bro. I apologize. Like I should be a lot better with my wording, and I wasn't trying to get you me too out here, bro. I'll do better next time, bro. Like I can't get my bro me too out here, bro. Like what am I doing? What am I doing, bro? Like shame. Just shame over here. Shame, bro. Shame. Thank you for all you do. Glad I caught it live. No problem, Jay Shirt 2.0. Edward Vincent, good morning. Was that your alarm earlier? No, actually, somebody was calling. I think it was my sister or somebody. But they didn't check that this was the live time. They know I go live this time. Um, my bags are mostly Soul, Jupe, Mobile, Ton, ECT, and now more Swift since Ruel mentioned it again. Thank you for sharing that, Italia Grape. So here is Italia Grape's retooling. This is what he said in. I like it. I like it. So guys, you could probably kind of guess a little bit of mine, of course, with Swift, right? And we went over some coins today, right? So in NJ New Jersey in the house. What's up, Lace Square? R.A. Haru laughing. Gonna catch tonight's live with Dion. Tell him to stop letting some of his subscribers and haters stress him out so much. Tell him to keep his eyes on the prize. Yeah, shout out to my guy Dion. Dion's been nailing it lately, bro. I know he did a short little live stream on math token, and that boy went up like 3x right after he did it. Like I'm like, what are we doing out here, Dion? Who is listening to you, bro? Like and I actually got in on that and sold like right quick. So shout out to Dion. He's out here killing it, man. He's out here killing the game. Like every content creator that we talk about on here is killing the game. Like Underdog Research Channel, Maximus Crypto, MYCNetwork, the Ronin Experience, Crypto Blood. Everybody's out here killing it, bro. Like hats off to these brothers, man. This is what we're here for, guys. This is what we prepare for, right? We've been preparing for this throughout the bear market, and we're reaping rewards right now. It is beautiful, beautiful to see. Okay. And I hope all of you guys stick around when the market goes bear, right? Because that's going to be the time when we start accumulating again, right? So it's a beautiful thing to see, man. It's a really beautiful thing to see. But yeah, guys, an hour and 19 minutes. Not as long as we usually go, but it's all cool because we're gonna go again live tonight at 6 p.m. with MYCNetwork, Dion. Again, like I told you, my guy's been killing it out here. Arc Block, if you didn't see how big Arc Block went up from like 17 cents to $2 and like 23 cents. And we were lucky enough to have Robert Mao the CEO of ArcBlock on our channel. Definitely check that interview out if you haven't already. Robert Mao was very candid with us, gave us answered all our questions. Like beautiful, beautiful thing, right? But yeah, guys, have a really good one. I hopefully see you guys tonight. And thanks, Edward Vincent. Holla at you, bro. All right, see you guys later. I'm out. Peace.